Hey everyone, and welcome to the Air Leadership Power Up series, the first 90 days after promotion. I'm so glad you're here because one of the biggest leadership conversations we need to have more honestly is this: promotion changes more than your title, it changes your pressure, your visibility, your expectations, your communication, and often your confidence. A lot of people assume that if someone was successful before promotion, they will automatically succeed after promotion. But leadership transition is a completely different experience. And many strong employees begin struggling quietly, not because they lack talent, but because nobody prepared them for the identity shift leadership requires. Today, I want us to talk about that shift. One of the biggest mistakes organizations make is promoting people based only on execution skills. Because being excellent at work and leading people through the work are two different skill sets. As a high performer, your value may come from speed, consistency, reliability, production, problem solving. But leadership introduces new expectations: decision making, communication, accountability, emotional intelligence. And many leaders realize very quickly, I know how to do the work, but now I've got to lead people through pressure, expectations, and performance. That shift can feel uncomfortable at first, and that discomfort is normal. This may surprise many people. Confidence often decreases immediately after promotion. Why? Because visibility increases before certainty does. Suddenly, people are watching your decisions. Your communication carries more weight. You feel pressure to prove yourself. You question whether you are leading correctly. And internally, many leaders begin thinking, am I really ready for this? That doesn't mean you are failing. It means you are transitioning. Leadership growth is not just professional, it's psychological. You are becoming someone new. One of the most important parts of leadership transition is developing leadership identity, meaning, how do you see yourself now? Many new leaders still seek permission, soften their communication, avoid difficult conversations. They're over explaining decisions, trying to stay emotionally safe because internally they still identify more as a peer than as a leader. But leadership requires clarity, not arrogance, not perfection, clarity. And leadership identity develops intentionally over time, not overnight. This is also why leadership support matters so much during transition seasons. Because the first 90 days after promotion shape confidence, communication habits, leadership presence, team trust. Leaders should not have to navigate that season alone. And one of the strongest things you can do as a leader is acknowledge, I am still growing. That is not weakness, that is maturity. Today's exercise is your leadership identity audit. I want you to take your time with this. Be honest about where leadership feels natural, where it feels uncomfortable, what habits need to evolve. who you are becoming in this next season. Because leadership development starts with awareness. And remember this, the goal is not perfection, the goal is intentional growth. Thank you for being here for day one of this Power Up Leadership Quest. I'll see you again inside the Air Tribe.